YouTube, what is going on? It is that NBA guy Josh. It is July 12th, 2015, and this video is only about the New York Knicks, my hometown Knicks. Hopefully for all you Knicks fans, I can cheer you up with this video because we've been bad for so long, and it is just absolutely just eating at me that they just I really wish I can go on their team website, see a position for general manager, and fill out the application and somehow get the job, because I feel like I could do a better job than these guys. I honestly do. And I'm not saying that me only could do it. All the guys that contribute to any forum online, any Knicks fans on any of the Facebook groups I belong to, for just Knicks fans, all of them could be better general managers than the people they have in play. Like Phil Jackson, he's making it better. But, all the general managers that we had before, I'm sorry, I should clarify. I'm talking about the general managers we had before Phil. Just sorry about that if I didn't clarify. But, all the general managers, Isaiah Thomas, oh my God, dude, he literally destroyed our team. Jim Dolan and James Dolan, or what were they thinking? I mean, dude, literally, they're just so stupid. I mean, it's ridiculous. But, in this offseason, we did make some nice moves. I think Porzingis is definitely, in a couple years, I think he's definitely going to be a really, really, really good player. I'm willing to wait. I'm not one of those guys that right now, no Knicks fan should have a we need to win a championship right now attitude, because we're going to be very happy if we even lock up an 8 seed in the playoffs this year. So, if he needs to wait 3 or 4 years, then he needs to give him 5 years. Let Melo be gone and ship him out, because there's no way he's gonna want max money when he's 36 years old, and he'll definitely go to the worst team in the league and probably command it just for ticket sales. Melo does, it's crazy, but we'll get to him in another story. I love the guy, but I hate the guy. If we need to wait for Porzingis, that's fine, because, Melo's going to be gone. He'll come out as the new star, I really think this kid has the potential to be something like a Dirk Nowitzki, just a taller one, a more athletic one. Dirk's really not the most athletic guy. So if this kid, there's a chance. No one thought highly of Dirk Nowitzki. No one thought highly of Dirk Nowitzki when he came out. Everyone was like, oh, he might be decent, blah, blah, blah. And, it's just, it's crazy, because look what he's become. And no one gave him any credit. And this kid's getting a lot more credit than Dirk received back then. So, let's wait and see. They picked up... who else did they pick up? Aaron Afflalo, from formerly of the UCLA Bruins. He was awesome in college. Loved him in the NBA so far. I know he's played for Orlando and Denver, and not going to make the All-Star team. He's not that great of a player to that elite level, but he is one of those type of guys that is, not on the cusp of making it, but he's right below them. A guy that, he puts up just fantastic numbers night in and night out, and doesn't get any recognition for it, really. So, and he's a team first player. He has the complete opposite attitude of J.R. Smith, which is always appreciated, since J.R. Smith is just absolutely nuts. Good attitude. Definitely a guy we definitely need on our team. I mean, a guy that's not going to be a really vocal leader, but just someone that can just listen. If you tell J.R. Smith, pass the ball, or when you catch the ball, pass it, and J.R. still shoots it. A guy that just gets it. We need a guy like that on our team. Also, who we picked up in the offseason, we picked up Robin Lopez, Brooke Lopez's brother, so now they live in the same city. That wasn't planned out or anything. Yeah, right. So, also, he's going to be our center this year. So, I think we're definitely going to get a lot better on the rebounding. I think we're going to get a lot better on, you know, just the, offense. Melo's not going to be posting up as much, I would assume. We just need a fixture in the center. Last season, I'm a big fan of Jason Smith, but I'm sorry. I mean, I just don't think that. I think that Jason Smith is definitely capable of being a center on some NBA franchises. I don't want to diss the guy because I really like the guy. But in New York, New York Knicks fans understand. We are used to that grit and grind defense, and I feel like Jason Smith was just a little bit too soft to fulfill that role, So it's not that we didn't have a good center, but I mean, it's like, this guy coming in, that's big for us, So we got a decent center that I think is gonna get a lot better playing in New York. He didn't really have that much time on the court that I saw in Portland. I don't know what his official numbers were, but didn't really see him much when he played in Portland. Just thinking about some other signings here. We got Williams from Arizona, University of Arizona, and then got drafted by Minnesota. He's a wild card because, I mean, he was the second pick in the NBA draft a couple years ago. And, just really hasn't been anything like, they thought that they were getting up there in Minnesota. So, obviously the kid has the potential. There's no way you get to be a second pick in an NBA draft if you don't have the potential to do what people think you can do. And, I think that, we have a good shot. I'd say between Porzingis turning out to be a good player, Williams coming through for us this year and showing that he's good and everything like that, and doing like a Gerald Green transition where he's like in the D League now, he's like getting nice NBA contracts and he's a solid player. All for it, man. I mean, we didn't really pay him that much, so not really that big of a risk. But if he can come through, I mean, that would be really nice for us. Those are the guys that we got. I know Shane Larkin got traded to the Nets, I believe. I'm not sure where he got traded to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shane Larkin got traded to the Nets, which kind of sucks. I mean, I really was hoping that he would be our backup point guard because I was assuming that Calderon would have got traded. But Calderon's still here, and we'll see how he does. I don't really like him as our point guard, but, again, I'm not running the team. They are. So what do you guys think? What kind of an offseason has it been for the New York Knicks? Obviously, we missed out on some big-name free agents. LaMarcus Aldridge didn't even want to talk to us. He canceled the meeting with the Knicks, which, can't blame him. He wants to win a championship. I mean, he'd be part of a rebuilding process here in New York. You can't really fault the guy. But, we missed out on DeAndre Jordan, which really sucked. I had a glimmer of hope that he would come to the Knicks. That would have been ridiculous. He can't. Well, I'll make another video on that. I actually got to make a video for DeAndre Jordan going back to the Clippers, because that is just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. But he pulled a Carlos Boozer, pretty much. And then, so we'll see what happens. What do you guys think? The Knicks, did they have a good offseason, a bad offseason? I'll give it like a B minus, C plus maybe. We really could have used one of those bigger name free agents. We'll see. Personally, also on another note, Emmanuel Mudiay, I was really hoping we would choose that kid. I almost assumed that he was going to be on the New York Knicks. I just knew we were gonna get, once the lottery came out, I just knew we were gonna get him. That's what I kept thinking to myself. And then when they chose Porzingis, I was actually a little upset because it's not that I don't think Porzingis is gonna be a good player. I really do, but I thought Mudiay was gonna be a superstar, And, you know, I just really like his game. I've seen a lot of his videos. I remember hearing about the kid like a year ago. Really was hoping we would get him, but, you know, we didn't. So, you know, hopefully it comes to our team later on. Just like, you know, I wanted Stephon Marbury to come to the Knicks back in '96 when Minnesota drafted him, or actually Milwaukee drafted him and traded him to Minnesota. You know, he came to the team like 5 or 6 years later, so we actually got our man. So maybe that can happen one day. I'm dreaming right now. But what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we will talk to you soon. Peace.